Okay, so often good to start coaching with a quick centering, just to regulate. So we'll do a quick tetrarchy. So feeling the body, relaxing the breath. Co-regulation. As we're friends, you can probably just look at me. Or one of your other friends. Yeah, like we're friends. So that's environmentally, so you can bring to mind a comforting, resourcing place, or just breathe in the air, sense of connection. Notice this nice building we're in. It's a pretty cool place. Teddy bears, yes, it was a good co-regulation with the teddy.
Yeah.
And theo-regulation, just reminding yourself what you're in service to, what's bigger than you, so we don't feel so alone in the universe. All right, so you've agreed to step out for a bit of a tetrarchy well-being review. So we have these 4 areas of self, co, eco, and theo. Which one's working really well for you right now? Which one do you feel like strongly connected to that's going great?
Theo.
Theo, okay, great. Just tell me a little bit about that. Just give me some sense of it if it's not too private.
No, it's like it has been something most familiar for me, like feeling connected to something bigger than me and sometimes the divine. But I think it became the only resource for a long time.
So some people are sort of like natural mystics. Like I get like my family's full of like schizophrenics and religious people, and I get it, you know. The danger is kind of like spiritual bypassing, right?
Definitely.
So it becomes the only resource, and it's a good resource. But if it's the only one, we get these like diminishing returns or limitations, this bypassing sometimes, yeah? Okay, what's the thing, you don't have to give us all the details, but that's letting you know you might need to firm up some of the other areas? Is there some breakdown, some issue?
The relational.
The relational side.
Yeah.
So some stress there, some problem there. Like, just give me some idea of what the, like, why did you jump up for to volunteer?
Yeah, because I was feeling that, you know, like not necessarily people pleasing, but there's this aspect, and I've been working on it for a long time about boundaries, and I have difficulty still feeling my own needs. Because it has been a very long habitual pattern. Okay,
so there's a couple of areas to firm up there. So the self-regulation begins with feeling your own needs, right?
That's true.
So I've worked a lot with people pleasers, and we actually have to start with the self part of the tetrarchy, because it's what I want. So a really nice practice there is just 5 times a day, stop and go, what do I want? Do I want to eat? Am I tired? Am I, like really simple stuff. Do I want to be alone? Do I want to be with people? Am I hungry? Do I need rest? It's like basic needs, right? Okay, so just then when you know what you want, because that's a skill that needs building. And people say, let's do boundaries work. That's great, but that has to come second, because you have to know what the first skill is, knowing what you want. Then the relational skill is the boundaries work. So people tend to think of the co-regulation as all about connection and belonging. Now, I know Turkish culture a bit, I know you a little bit. Actually, the other side of it is we also need strong boundaries in terms of others. Doing okay?
Yes.
Yeah? What do you want right now? See, that's the practice, rather than pleasing me.
Yeah, I wonder in a way, and it is not necessarily a troll or not as an excuse, why I can not do that.
So first of all, I like what you just did there, where you pause. So when people are learning self-connection, they need to pause. Not even for 5 seconds, that's why I shut up for a change, right? I don't do why, okay? It doesn't matter. There's some history, some cultural history, some trauma history. The key thing is the skills. Does that make sense? Because people think about why or forever, and the story and the analysis, it just doesn't help.
Doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, so the skill is the self-connection, which you just did beautifully. You can take that moment, you know. Put a hand on the body, like, what do I really want? What do I need right now? And it's a pause.
Yeah, right now I feel that there's permission to do that.
Right.
In this presence.
Yeah. Whose permission do you need the rest of the time?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay, I give you my permission to do it the rest of your life. Okay, done. Okay. All right. You see how silly it is in a way, right? I'm kind of joking, but it's like,
but apparently,
we don't need this, right? Okay, the next practice for the co-regulation is actually boundaries for you, right? So you know the no pose, you've seen the video of this. This could be a practice you take on. Yeah, there's other practices you can use around boundaries, Good. So that's having a little self of co, which in your case is boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then eco, how's that side of things for you?
I don't practice that one enough. Actually, I can bring it more.
What might be a resource thing there? You don't have to, but like something that would be pleasant, resourcing. Because it's a bit more like earthy than the Theo regulation, you know what I mean? It can really help.
Yeah. Like finding the first tree, which is nearby.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoy the tree over there, for instance.
Okay, great. So you can make it a practice every day of like pick a tree.
Oh, yeah.
Like every day touch one tree. I thought you know, like this, right?
Yeah,
just
solid.
a real simple.
Very solid and
Nice, because you need this ground feeling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Theos are up here.
Too up.
Yeah.
Too much up.
You'll see that in your embodiment a bit, right? So touch the tree, it's like get a sense of the roots. Take a breath while you're doing it, so you're adding the self-regulation, you know? Yeah, nice, good. So a very simple process. We're just doing a kind of audit. It's like a well-being audit.
Yeah.
You know this word audit in English?
Of course,
like for a business? Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Good. Any questions on that?
Just something realizing that Eco Regulation helped me go back to myself.
Okay, yeah, because they're mutually supportive, the tetrarchy, right?
Immediately.
Yeah. So the Eco Regulation is going to help with the self-connection, which is one of the key pieces for you, right? Yeah, so the self-connection 5 times a day, the no pose maybe once a day, and find a tree a day.
Yeah.
So these are like 7 minutes of practice a day. This is not hours and hours. Yeah, you're a busy woman. Good.
Okay.
Final thoughts, questions?
Quick learning, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Teşekkür ederim.